What do I have here in my hand today? I have a book. I can't read it. It's in Turkish. I ordered it from Turkey. It's a so-called Black Book of Talat Pasha. Talat Pasha, as you know, was the chief architect of the Armenian Genocide. In his youth, he was a telegraph operator. When he was minister running the country as one of the three dictators, he had a telegraph machine in his home. And he telegraphed his agents all over the Ottoman Empire, and he kept a record of the number of Armenians who were driven from their homes into exile and to death. This is the record of Talat Pasha himself. It's in his own handwriting. Now I have another book. This is the official record of the trial which the Turks themselves held, and the perpetrators of the Armenian genocide were found guilty by the Turkish government at that time.
Are you aware of a village in eastern Turkey that still has Armenians thriving and living there?
I've heard of such villages. I've never visited them, but there are only very few who retain their religion as well as their language and tradition. And they have to be villages in very isolated places to get away with it, because there's great pressure in Turkey against it.
Do you think many Armenians or Armenian Americans are aware of this village?
I don't think so. I think we don't know enough about what's going on over there.
We are approaching Vakifli. This village is completely Armenian and participated in the defense of the Musah Dagh.
Yeah, I'm 100% Armenian. Yeah, I'm from Istanbul.
Yes.
My father is from Yozgat and my mom is from Sivas.
And you came here. Why did you come here?
I came to see Vakifli, you know. Just only Armenian village in Turkey.
I'll see you later, Andy.
Yes.
Okay.
And how did you find out about it?
Yeah, I was watching Turkish soap opera a year and a half ago, and they were talking about this village. So I was curious, and I googled it, and I found out.
What is your name?
Zuhal.
Zuhal.
Yeah.
And you are not Armenian?
No, I'm not.
But you came to this village.
Yeah.
Why did you come here?
To see what's going on. To see the festival.
And what do you know about this village?
Many things.
Give me one.
This is the only Armenian village in Turkey. And you have organic agriculture here.
Yes.
Say what? Ask me.
Okay, what else do you have here?
What else?
I mean, the people here, and
There
there are generations of people. They've been here for...
No, they have immigrated. They live in Antakya. You have very few people here.
Very few people here, yes.
20 houses, I think.
Yes, that's
The
right.
rest live here in Antakya or in other places.
And Istanbul?
In Istanbul,
A lot,
I have
yes.
many friends in Istanbul who are Armenian.
What is your name?
Sima Tunkaya.
Now, you're Armenian.
Of course I am Armenian. I look like different. I look like Russian.
No, you look Armenian. Now, you live here in this village.
I born here, but I'm live California now.
Oh, you were born here.
Yeah.
How many, where was your mother and father born? Here.
My grandma and grandpa from here, and my grandpa from here.
And so, how do you feel about being here? How do you feel?
So sad.
Sad or happy?
Sad and happy, both at the same time.
My name is Üner. I'm a Turkish citizen. I don't speak Armenian, but we came here to follow this wonderful festival of the Vakifli village. At the the beginning of the 20th century. This was the time when the Ottoman Empire was losing most of its territory because all ethnic groups were fighting for their independence. When 1915 was approaching, also Armenians wanted to create their independent country, where in the eastern Anatolia they have been living for the past 3,000 years. That was about 2,000 years before Turks ever moved into Anatolia. They were scared that the Armenians would partition the eastern part of the country, and they created a crazy idea. This was to evacuate all the Armenians living in the eastern part of the country into Syria. But the desert part of the Syria, which was not quite livable at all. And the government had promised the land and belongings and wealth of the Armenians to those who would attack and kill them. So it was actually a free-for-all. As much as you kill, you earn factory or land or houses and whatever.
He's saying that the mayors of all 6 villages received a letter from the government, and it said, you collect all the people and go down to the desert. That's the order, the destination. And the people said, we either go there to die or we stay here.
They have received information that this ad hoc army was approaching them. The army would start evacuating them. And they said, of course they will kill us. Even if they don't kill us, we cannot survive the long walk into the desert. We should resist them. An Armenian who was living in France returned to his family's house. They were a rich family, and found himself in this difficult problem. He said, we can do it. He had military experience because he had served in the Ottoman army as an officer some years ago. So they decided to get on top of the Moses mountain. The Turkish name is the Musah Dagh.
He's saying he was 1 year old when they moved up to the mountain. 40 days they were over there.
And they dug these trenches. They carried their materials. They did not have many arms, many rifles. They had only hunting rifles.
They took everything, all provisions, whatever they can, mattresses and sheep and food, up to the mountain. And then they said among themselves, why don't we know that Cyprus is under British occupation? Why don't we send somebody from us to Cyprus to tell the British that we are stranded here? So somebody has cut down trees and made it, somehow was able to construct a boat. And with this boat, the man was hoping to get to Cyprus. And the warships saw this unusual, this little boat, and took the person on board.
And when the Turkish army came, they were ready to resist. Then they got ammunition and they became stronger. They even acquired 2 cannons, 2 German cannons. And this resistance lasted for 40 days.